Oh my god!
It's a god! Or a dog, spelled backwards. Hey guys, it's Daniel here, and I'm sorry, okay, I know, in typical filmy Daniel fashion, I dropped the ball with the kids. Please stop it, I know it's very late, I know it's been a month. Okay, I'll keep that. But, yeah, I'm sorry again for being off for a month without any videos, but I'm back now again, trying to get more done, and I could have picked a better film to be my comeback review than the new Pixar film known as Turning Red. So, the plot of Turning Red is that it follows 13-year-old girl Mei Lee, who struggles with her life as both a friend to her group of friends that she hangs out with, but also overprotective mother, Ming, and her responsibilities. This causes her to have a overreactive temper or sadness or over-emotional issue, which causes her to submit to the curse that her family legacy carries, because whenever she overreacts inside herself, she ends up turning into a giant orange panda. So, she must use this power to her advantage, as well as trying to decide if this power is to be erased, or could help her benefit with her friends. Now, I've not really been too interested to watch Turning Red. I mean, I saw the first trailer and I liked it okay. It was funny and all. But honestly, the trailers weren't that particularly special. I just thought, it's a pretty good trailer. I'll probably give this film a watch. So, considering how I've been off for a month, I decided to watch this film as a quick way to review so that I can get back to making videos to show another video. But honestly, guys, I love this movie. This film just cemented, it brought a huge smile to my face. It made me feel happy inside this film. It was so much better than I thought it would be. So I think that's basically what I'd expect when I'm not too interested to watch a movie. But then also I think it turns out, wow, it was better than I thought it was going to be, because this film just brought a huge smile with my face. I don't even know where to begin. Where should I begin? I think we should start with the animation. The animation for this film is beautiful. I mean, it just looks gorgeous. I love the character designs. These are the same character designs that they used for Luca, which I have watched and loved. I really like this new animation they've been taking with these characters. Each of them have unique designs. Each of them have unique, personality, adds to their personality and issues. Whenever Mei turns into the panda, she comes up with clever ways to express her feelings while she's in her panda form. And I love the film's use of so much cartoony animation. They know a way to keep their animation fluid whenever these characters are bouncing around or acting silly or crazy. That's what gave each character their cute, really awesome personalities and all. The voice acting is fantastic too. Sandra Oh as Ming, she adds to the whole overprotective motherless. The voice actresses for the girls and all. And James Hong is in this movie. When I can hear his voice, I can tell automatically that that's James Hong on the screen. After hearing his voice in Kung Fu Panda and Mulan, I can automatically tell what James Hong's voice sounds like. I also have to admit, the story in this film is automatically, like, new and original. Sure, it follows, like, a typical template of, like, oh my god, I had a normal life, but now I've turned into an animal. I've got to find a way to get back to my regular form. But surprisingly, the movie actually uses some new details to the story. For example, May isn't a animal like a giant panda for like the entire movie, because she does switch back in between her human form and her animal form, which I think is pretty cool, seeing some interactions. It makes for unique ways for May to transition between her animal form and her human form as she finds opportunities to calm down whenever she wants to turn back into a human. But I also love how the film manages to use this to show that her animal form is actually a blessing in disguise, because it makes her life more interesting, more fun, and makes her really question that maybe I should learn to be myself more than what people want me to be. The characters definitely add to the film's unique portrayal. I love every single character in this film. The friends for example, while these friends don't get much development at all, I wish we could have learned more about what their lives are. I still love that they support May throughout through and through. Even when they have that little like fallout somewhere in the middle, they still manage to come back together as friends. And I do love that relationship. And I love how each character has their own personality. Miriam comes off as the responsible, more lovable character who supports May through and through. Pryor seems to be the real laid-back and not very expressive, but has a heart deep down. And Abby seems to be the most reactive out of the three friends that May hangs out with, because whenever she gets excited, she's really excited. Whenever she gets, like, cute to something, she's like, oh, but when she gets angry, she goes, ah, da, 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 speaks in her Chinese language. That makes for hilarious storytelling and all. Ming is one of those mothers that you just can't stand. Like, she's overprotective of her daughter and all, and when she does get overprotective, she causes some very, like, making a scene, embarrassing stunts that you just make you feel like, oh my god, you are really not helping. This isn't helping your daughter, it pushes you away. Like, she exposes her crush on the shop cashier. She watches her at school, even when she's not realizing it. She's just looking through windows, watching her during the day. And truth be told, parents, don't ever do that. It just pushes your kids away from you. I like how the film frames this as two opposite sides. One, it presents it as an act of villainy, because her actions start to turn her into a more villainous character. I wouldn't say she's a villain, but it turns her a bit like of a antagonist and all. But at the same time, I also love how this behaviour frames itself as a tragedy, because at the end of the day, all she's doing in the film is that all she did for her daughter and for her own safety. She just has an overreactive way of communicating with her daughter, as she's not able to understand like the 13-year-old that her daughter's turned into. And we end up feeling sorry for how she automatically feels that way inside, because she has her own reasons for being this way to her daughter, not just to protect her, but because she has been through the same things, which I won't spoil. We end up feeling sorry for how Ming is treated and how she manages to handle her parenting, but we can hope that she can change and mature, because her character arc is that she's got to accept the teenager that her daughter's turned into, and must find a way to compromise with her daughter to better understand her. And while May's father doesn't really get much screen time and mainly just sits around and being silent and all, which is pretty to the point, he does have an amazing scene with his daughter that again I won't spoil. A lot of the characters do have their own like character or little arcs, even if they're not like in the big screen. But honestly, the thing that I love the most about this movie, and the one thing that connects the entire movie together, has to be its wonderful lead character of May. She is such an iconic, adorable, and highly likable lead character. We can see all the teenage love that she has in herself. She represents what teenagers love nowadays, how they love boy bands, how they love to dance around even if it's too embarrassing. She basically does the same things as her friends but also learns to be herself. She just... when she gets excited, it's just so endearing watching her getting excited. When she does, like, actually respect her mother in some scenes, even though most of the point she's embarrassed by her, it's what makes her so incredibly endearing. She's just having so much love for everything she sees that we just want her to succeed and make her learn to be respectful about herself. When she turns into her panda form, she does get overreactively emotional about it because, again, she's a very compromised and more emotionally let out person, which you should be, because it's important to let your emotions out if you're feeling that, and don't be afraid to do so. But she also learns that her emotions and her look is nothing to be embarrassed about, because it brings her, her mother, and her friends closer together, that it just makes her love her so much. It also makes her the good middle ground, because she likes both sides of the coin of her friends, but also sometimes her mother's. In doing this, her passion and her love for teenage things, as well as her endearing design and personality, just makes her so lovable, and honestly, like, the strongest aspect of the movie that really holds it all together, and such a great role model. And there are many scenes in this movie that either I laugh at or get emotional at. It was during the end of the movie, which again I won't spoil, but it just builds up to this climax that may come out of nowhere, but when you see what direction they're taking it, you'll end up really loving this climax, because it creates very hilarious ways for this threat to be defeated, as well as finding some emotional ways to make us feel sorry for this threat, and makes us really feel like the whole movie was worth it. And the last thing that I absolutely loved in this movie was the music. Not just the score, but the multiple songs that they choose. Like, I might go back and listen to these songs again, and in fact there's a song that plays multiple times, as well as playing in the end credits, that I thought was really catchy, and I kind of wanted to listen to it again. It was just that funky little rock or pop or jazz song that I could really jam to. So yeah, as you can't tell already, I love Turning Red. It just brought a huge smile to my face. It made me feel endeared by the characters and all. But is there any problems? No! No problems! Just nitpicks. Like, I wish they could have, like, took some more time to explore the lives of other characters. Like, I wish that May's friends, while they're really cool characters, could have gotten some more developments, like see how they're doing with their parents and their own lives. And while I love May's dad, I also wish that he spent a bit more time with his daughter. Like I said, that one scene, brilliant, but more time would have been very nice. But again, those are just minor nitpicks, and they don't come close to ruining this fantastic Pixar film. This has honestly got to be one of Pixar's finest efforts, and probably the most realistic Pixar film I've ever seen, because it resembles the life of a teenage person and what their loves and desires are. That's what I really admired about the movie. Despite these little nitpicks, it's what holds the whole movie together, and that's all I can say about Turning Red, because I definitely recommend that you go see it on Disney+. It has fantastic animation, great music, great voice acting, and a wonderful lead character that I think would steal my heart every time I see her multiple times. That I just really want to watch the movie again, and I definitely will watch it again, because this film is getting a 5 out of 5. It's a masterpiece, and definitely go see it. It's just so awesome. But anyway, what do you think of Turning Red? Do you absolutely love it as much as I do, or were you bored by it? And I want to ask you this question: what Pixar film resembles the life that you live? Let me know in the comment section below. Again, more reviews coming. I do hope I can get them done. I just, again, school and a bit of laziness on my behalf, but I do hope to get some more done. I'm promised. Anyway, I'm Daniel, reviewing movies, TV shows, doing videos, and being the lovable I am. I'm not going to do the sketch I did at the beginning because it's just a huge waste of time. Till then, peace out, man.